Welcome to the House of Hammer, built by the nation for the nation. Welcome to Raider Nation News today. I am your host. I am the tribal chief of Raider Nation Hammer.
Acknowledge me.
Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. Yeah, you guys just got the sneak peek of the scoreboard for this weekend, but it's all good. Those coming on in, y'all know the routine. Those new in here, let me teach you real quick. Break them thumbs, hammer that sub, smash the bell to stay up to date with all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions. Yes, y'all know why we're here. The final injury report is actually supposed to be released in the next 15 minutes, but we are watching the latest installment of
As a shield turns.
Uncle Pete will be at the podium momentarily, so we will bring it to you in its entirety. Again, hope everybody's having a great Saturday wherever you guys are at. Let's do a quick roll call. I know it's not a lot of people in here yet. We literally just scheduled, just started, all good. Raider Fresh, Raider Ryan, JR65, Herman Munster, Ray Cates, Adam Sweeney, Faster Than You. Appreciate everybody that's pulling on up on this Saturday afternoon. I'm kind of in a bad mood right now. Clemson just shit the bed to Georgia Tech and completely costed me a parlay that I was already winning. I can never catch a fucking break. That's pretty much what that comes down to. It is what it is. David Walker, salute. Jose, salute. Jerome Clemens, salute. Watching this, there's a whole bunch of things that have happened. Some exciting news for you guys. Our tight end, you know that guy, the number one ranked tight end going into this season, Mr. Bowers, was at practice today, guys. Again, the injury report will be out in about 15 minutes, so I know a lot of you guys were asking about Brock yesterday. Great news to hear. I guess we'll get more of an update in here about Elandon Roberts. Yesterday, in the latest injury report, JPJ did not participate. Concussion. Alex Kappa, potentially starting this coming Monday. We shall see. Again, we will listen to Uncle Pete and hear what he has to say in terms of that. I would say I don't know how I feel about that, but at the same time, Kappa, proven veteran. Next man up, realistically, we shall see what happens. We'll hear again what Uncle Pete has to say. Design 209, what's good? Rich Mitchell, what's good? There you go. Brock is back, baby. Oh, I gotta do it the right way. Brock is back. JPJ might not get a spot back. I guess we will see, right? I guess we will see what happens. See if I'm missing anybody. Lil Roger, salute. I'm pretty sure I got everybody in here. Salute to the 146 in here already. You guys are already flooding this chat. You guys are ready for it. You guys are here for it. And do me a favor again, break them thumbs. Hammer that sub. Smash the bell, y'all. Let's get that to over 100. Again, there's 149 in here right now. Doesn't cost you anything to hit that like button right now. Let's go, y'all. We are on our respective platforms. We're on X. We're on YouTube. We are on Twitch. You guys want to be a part of the conversation, come on over to YouTube. Raider Nation News Today. I think in the search bar, if you put Hammer's House in one word, it'll bring you right to the channel. Appreciate everybody that's in here right now, though. There we go. There we go. There we go. What's the worst that could happen? Yo, I can't with you. That was good. That was good. You know what? That was good. Done and done. Nada, I appreciate you. And you guys see at the bottom, this is pretty much for each and every single one of you guys, more like a better way to recognize those that have joined, those have super chatted, all that fun stuff. You see it right above the ticker. It's the best way for me to connect with you guys more and show, not like I haven't said it before, because if it's not for you guys, this channel wouldn't be where it's at right now. But this is another way to shout you guys out at the bottom of the screen. You guys want to be part of the membership program. The membership is pinned to the top today. I made sure to put that up right away. Still watching this Shield. I'm not too happy that it's being dragged out the way it is, but it is what it is. My sweet Lord, Brock Bowers. Gaucho, what's good, my guy? What's good? I'm trying to see if there's anything else right now. I'm going to take a quick look. Might have some other things to talk about. If I can get to this home screen real quickly. And sorry for the dead air, guys. I don't know why it does this. Hold on. There was a trade, guys. There was a trade. This actually happened a couple hours ago, about 3 hours ago to be exact. New Orleans is already looking ahead to improve its wide receiving core. The Saints are acquiring second-year wide receiver Jalen Polk from the New England Patriots in exchange for a 2027 sixth-round pick. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero reported earlier. The Saints will receive a 2028 seventh-round selection from New England in the deal. The Saints have since announced the trade. Polk suffered a shoulder injury in 2025 preseason opener and was subsequently placed on the season-ending IR ahead of Week 1. The 23-year-old's return to an NFL field will now be with the Saints in 2026. Let's see if there's anything else right now. Browns activate rookie Quinshon Judkins. He'll be debuting against the Ravens. Xavier Worthy has a slim chance to play versus the Eagles. We talked about Austin Eckler yesterday, torn Achilles. There was also some news, and this was on ESPN Radio New York, an interview with Cowboys owner Jerry Jones. There was another team that was in the race for now Green Bay Packers, Micah Parsons, and it was the New York Jets. The Jets pretty much said, we don't have the resources to give you guys for the services of Micah Parsons. And ultimately, Micah Parsons ended up with the Green Bay Packers. So it is what it is. Let me see. IR trade Polk was a stud at Washington. Like Hunter, he probably didn't want to deal with McMoron. Damn. If our line wants to run block, we will win. Talk that shit, Dante. South Dakota Raider, salute. Trying to make sure I'm caught up with you guys. Kappa either going to play like all pro or going to be butt cheeks. No in between. No pause. Full Wilkins. DeMokes, you're an ass. Again, it was reported yesterday he was out of practice with a concussion. Right now, I think a lot of people are under the belief that he will be out this coming Monday night. We're waiting for Uncle Pete to take to the podium to talk about that. I'm going to check X and see if there's any recent notifications, any recent news that popped up. I know I feel like I'm all over the place right now, and I'm a little disappointed in you guys yesterday because a bunch of you guys are like, open up the vote line. Salute to Black Mike. Appreciate you. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber. I'm a little disappointed in you guys yesterday I'm a little disappointed in you guys as a result of yesterday. Bunch of you guys are like, are you going to open up the vote line? It's been a while since you did it. We opened it. Nobody called in. Like, really? Kind of hurt my feelings. The show's about y'all, and nobody wanted to call in. I'm like, what are we doing? Let's see. The Falcons plan to elevate kicker Parker Romo to their active roster, and he'll kick against the Vikings on Sunday night. Let's see. Now they're showing we just talked about Jalen Polk, and they're talking about another trade. This is Adam Schefter who put this out a little while ago. In the 2024 draft, the Patriots traded the number 34 overall pick in the second round to the Chargers, who selected Ladd McConkey. God damn. It's not one of our teams within our division fucking us. It's another team that we don't really care for very much fucking us. So there you go. Let's see. Anything else? I looked and I swore I saw the screen change to Uncle Pete. No, he's not on camera yet, guys. He's not at the podium yet. Salute to the 246 in here. Current Raiders odds, and this courtesy of Scout, 64% chance for the Chargers to win to our 39%, which is absolutely insane. We have video. I can't share this right now, but we do have video of Brock back at practice today after missing the last 2 days. See if there's anything else. No, there's nothing else. Now we're just waiting for the start of this presser. See if there's any other notifications that came down the pipe within the last few minutes. And there's nothing at this point in time. So I appreciate y'all. Again, Black Mike, thank you for becoming the newest subscriber. And you guys see it right there. Right there on the screen. Again, it's the best way to recognize each and every single one of y'all when you guys do something for or during this live stream. So I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. See if I'm missing anybody here. Loco's sick. What's good? Mayor will be the X factor. Look, we heard from Chip Kelly yesterday in terms of the offense. We heard about the tight end room, and you don't just have one number one on that roster. You got him and Michael Mayer. Michael Mayer definitely contributed last week. We're in a good place right now. And again, it's great to see that Brock was back at practice. They did take him out earlier towards the end of the game, and that's precautionary. And I have no objections to that. We do have a really good depth chart as it pertains to the tight end position. We had Ian Thomas out there. He played 20 snaps. I'm not going to sit here and be like, why the fuck did you take him out? Salute to my big bro in the building. Appreciate you, bro. I have no objection to that. It's better to take a precautionary and do it early in the season. Better safe than sorry type deal, because God forbid he went back out there and something even more catastrophic happened. We'd all be losing our shit. So, again, he was out for the last 2 days with the knee injury. He returned to practice today. I'm happy. I think a lot of you guys are incredibly ecstatic. I'm looking at you guys, like seeing what you guys are saying in the chat. Unfortunately, no. We just talked about that, actually. Me and Graf talked about that a little while ago. And it kind of was a conversation in terms of this game that we kind of it just kind of stopped. There might be another game and a different home game as well that we will be at together. And we are trying to put together an away game in the next month, a little under a month. We're going to try to put that together as well. So we shall see. Twitter is going off like crazy right now, but it's probably nothing that's even that important. Mr. Akon, salute. Oh yeah, so the Falcons have ruled out Young Hoku. He will not travel with the team either. There's nothing else at this point in time. I'm gonna mute my phone, or at least turn off. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the sound off for the time being because I don't want to hear anything else. I'm so confused. Wait, what? All right. I think we're good right now. We're still watching the Shield, and they were supposed to start this almost 15 minutes ago. I got on and started at 3:45 Eastern time, and I was kind of under the belief I'm going to cue the intro up, and it was going to go straight to the presser. No. Charger's going to walk in and think we dome pancakes. Good Lord. Oh, there he is. Hold on, guys. And right away, I asked about Brock.
Yeah, he did really well today.
Are you expecting him to play on Monday night?
Yeah, he looked terrific today.
Let's go.
Landon, do you think he's going to play on Monday night?
He laid out and knocked the ball down with the arm in the sling or whatever it was, so he's ready to go too.
Pete Jackson Power Johnson in concussion protocol. When did that happen?
He rocked the guy in on Thursday's practice, and it just had an effect on him. So we got to take care of him.
Are you confident that you have enough depth short term to overcome, a couple of injuries? Not a slew, but 2 or 3.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm confident. Yeah, it's kind of a softball question in a sense. I ain't gonna say I'm not. We're confident. Yeah, we have guys to fill the spots, and so it just kind of depends where it hits. But right now we're in good shape.
Is Dallas Kappa up to speed?
Yep,
Ready to go.
Ready to go.
Duffy Doherty used to say that most improvement a team makes is from game 1 to 2. Have you found that in your career to be true in your experience?
Duffy, he spoke truth, and I'm not surprised that Duff would say that. He never told me that personally, but I don't know. No, I don't have any gauge for that one. You broke the house down with this one. I don't have any gauge for that. I've never thought that it makes a difference. We're just going to try to get better each week. But thanks to Duff.
You got more?
Yes. You obviously taught at SC in the spring. What did you bring from that experience to what you're doing here now with the Rangers?
The class started about 2 weeks before this happened, So I really took them through the whole process of it. I was teaching them kind of what I was going through so that they would have the opportunity to kind of follow the experience as we tried to weave it into the class as well, because the philosophy that was in the class and the philosophy that was projected here, for this job and looking ahead to coaching a football team was the same. So it worked out great. I had time in my life with those kids, and will never forget all that happened during that class, because it wasn't just a regular check in the classroom and check out. There was a lot of heartfelt emotion and focus and challenges to change life's perspectives and things like that were really, really rewarding. So what did that do? In preparation for that class, it was the best preparation I've ever had for starting a job, and because I was going to give them everything I had, in that class, and it just led right in. 2 weeks later, I'm interviewing for the job here, So there's a real connection, and I know that the students that were in the class, most of those were graduating seniors. They share in this experience as we move forward, and I know they're watching.
Coach, obviously this Monday is also going to be your birthday on the game day. Have you ever had the experience of coaching a game on your birthday? And
I have no idea. It must have happened somewhere. I've had enough chances, but I don't know. I don't remember that, and it's not a big deal to me at all.
You said you felt confident in the depth, specifically Michael Mayer's performance Sunday, and just overall how you and he have maybe connected since you got here.
Well, let me take it a little bit different place here. That Ian Thomas has done great with us. He's been on point, just in particular, and just in this particular position. If Ian plays in the game, he's going to do really well. Just as Mike has done really well throughout. Mike has had a great camp with us. He had a great off season with us, and has done everything we could hope that he could do. And he can play the number one type Y and move around at the other positions as well as can Ian. And as we've prepared Brock to do a little bit of everything, those guys cover for each other. So it's a very solid group. And just in general, we have been healthy, fortunately, throughout. So all of our guys have worked the kind of workload that it takes to be able to prepare to play. So I feel very good in that regard across the board. But if you get hit in a position, then it gets difficult no matter who you are, where you are.
That's why I asked you originally your thoughts about having enough depth short term.
Yeah, I really appreciate you clarifying that for me, because I was a little screwed up on that one. But so I apologize for my answer. What's up, man?
Jason Harbaugh again. It's good to see you.
What are you doing here?
I'm just hanging out. What does it mean to match up against Harbaugh again?
This is a division game, and it's the next game on our schedule, and it's a championship freaking game to me. And that's the only way I've ever looked at these games. Is there some game that's more important than another that you're going to try harder because you're playing somebody or somewhere or whatever? I don't believe in that. We don't talk like that. These guys are hammered with that thought that every game, every chance, every time we go out, we're going to give it everything we got until it's over. And then we're going to recalibrate by going through the process of the week, and we're going to do it again. So this has felt like a championship preparation. I just told them that it was a championship Friday on the field, and it doesn't matter who, where, or whatever to me. And maybe that's why we've been okay on these primetime type of games. For years we've been good at it, and because we know how to approach it. Now hopefully we'll be able to do that again and perform like we're capable.
Coach, can you evaluate Jordan Meredith's first start last Sunday, and also do you think there will be that big of adjustment with Kappa versus Jordan Meredith?
No, not at all. Cap's been with the first group a lot throughout the offseason, all that. Those guys have worked together. Jordan has done really well. Once we stuck him in there and gave him a chance to really own the position, it took him a week or so to really settle in, and he's been a guy we're really counting on. And he's steady, he's smart. You can count on him every step of the way to communicate well. He's done a beautiful job. He just happened to did that in the first game again. He's been doing that every chance he's had with us.
You've had a week to see your own game, the kickoffs, the new rules and how it impacts things, the strategies that go into it. You've seen around the league a lot of strategies that go into it. Just, I guess, what are your thoughts after 1 week on how it's kind of working out?
Well, when the team gets to start at the 35, that seems different. That's really different. And so whatever you can do to prevent that from happening, we're trying to do. That touchback thing it's way out there, and you're only a couple first downs from being in where you're in the conversation about kicking it for a field goal. So it is different, and yeah, we can feel different. And Tommy's done an incredible job of emphasizing the impact that it has on the games, and so not just in returning it, but also in covering them. So it is a different aspect of the game, and it makes it different. And I particularly don't like the onside kick rule.
When you look at their receivers, Quentin Johnson really seems to be figuring it out, putting his skills together. Ladd McConkey, young star, and then Keenan Allen coming back and really fitting in well.
10 targets last week, yeah. Well, what a statement about their commitment to him and the kind of ball player that he has always been. it's a good group. Then they're diverse. They all have their skills, and Ladd is really a good football player. He does everything well, and so they unfortunately know all that, and it's a very good group to deal with.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so there you guys have it. Uncle Pete with his final presser as we are 2 days away from our Monday night matchup against AFC West rivals. Hold on. The fuck? What are we doing? There we go. Against our AFC West rivals, Los Angeles Chargers. You guys heard the news just now. Brock is playing. Roberts should be playing. JPJ is out. Alex Kappa will be starting at the right guard position. So I will have to update our starting lineup for our Monday night matchup. We will be live. I believe we're going to be starting at about 9:45 Eastern, 6:45 Pacific time. Myself, Big Bro Graph, full game, full play-by-play. The only way, the best way that we can give it to each and every single one of y'all. So make sure to pull on up Monday night. No, I'm not leaving yet. Just wanted to put the little quick promo out there for you guys for this coming Monday night. Let's see. Concussion. Sean, concussion. He's out. He hit somebody during practice, and yeah, he lost. He lost the battle pretty much. So yeah, he's out with a concussion. Alex Kappa will be stepping up and starting at the right guard position. And you just heard Uncle Pete say that Kappa has been getting plenty of reps with the first team throughout camp and everything as well. So it's not like it's going to be something new, something that they really need to be like, oh, what the fuck? So we're good right now. JPJ may lose guard, but you're the second person to say that in this chat so far, Gaucho. You're the second person to say that. We'll see how this, how and when this happens, if this happens. There is a lot of news that just came out. Again, I said it to you guys before. The final injury report is supposed to be out by 4 o'clock today. There's a couple of fines throughout the league, a couple other things. Let's see. Tom Pelissero. Texans ruled out wide receiver Christian Kirk and Braxton Berrios for the second straight week because of their hamstring injuries. Starting center Jake Andrews, who has a high ankle sprain, is also out. Cowboys, Dak Prescott was not fined for spitting in the direction of Jalen Carter opening night. That shit happened almost, it feels like 2 weeks ago, but it is what it is. The NFL also fined Eagles linebacker Nolan Smith $11,593 for taunting and flexing over Cowboys running back Miles Sanders in last week's game. NFL fined Chargers defensive tackle Tier Tart $12,172 for unnecessary roughness, smacking Travis Kelce in a face mask in the game in Brazil. Tart wasn't ejected, but he was flagged, and now he's fined. Dolphins placed offensive tackle Austin Jackson on the injury reserve list. The team's starting O-line are right guard James Daniels. Both are out at least 4 games. Again, Brock is back. He's expected to play. Don't think there's anything else that came out. Like, they just shot out of a cannon with a whole bunch of different injury updates, and there's one that just came out 8 seconds ago. Lions wide receiver Jamison Williams fined $11,593 for taunting after his catch in last week's loss to the Packers. So that's the most up-to-date news. Hug D's is in the building. Salute my guy. Kappa will be more calm on the line. I expect JPJ is still learning how to play with the mind instead of just physicality. And that physicality is why he's out on Monday. He went too hard in practice and got a concussion. So speedy recovery to him. Hopefully we see him back on the field by next week. But again, next man up mentality is Alex Kappa's spot this coming Monday night. I hope we don't get last year's. I don't think we will. That offense last year was very, very up and down in Cincy, so I don't think so. Taunting fines are a little too much. The penalties in the game is enough. That's a fact. Let's see. Anybody else, Deb, or did you resign? Well, not for me to read. Let me throw this back up on the screen real quickly because somebody's birthday. There's 2 birthdays on Monday night, so we got to make it special. One of our longtime loyalists, our mod mom in this chat, Raider Deb. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Let me see. Where is it? Make sure we do this the right way for you. Is that the right one? Yeah, it is. Happy birthday. I'll make sure to throw this back up on the screen on Monday night. And happy early birthday as well to Uncle Pete. Now we definitely need to get this win. It's Uncle Pete's birthday. 74 years old, man. Salute to the 450 in here. I did not realize we had so many people in here. Now, I'm going to ask you guys a question right now. And I don't want to relive what we relived yesterday, because I would really love to hear from you guys. Vault line, thumbs up, thumbs down. We have over 440 in here right now. I would love to hear from you guys. I would love to hear your thoughts right now that Brock is expected to play on Monday. I want to hear your thoughts. JPJ is out. I want to hear your predictions for this game on Monday night. So I'm going to ask you guys again. Thumbs up, thumbs down, vault line, yes or no. That's it. If I open this up, no Diddy, I really better not be disappointed again. Audio settings are good. I see one thumb. I see two thumbs. I see three thumbs. I see yes. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm putting the number on the screen right now. All right. There you guys see it on the screen. 347-471-0361. Call on in, sound off. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I want to hear how you guys are feeling going into this game. What is your prediction for this game? How do you feel with JPJ not active this coming Monday night? Let's go, guys. I want to hear it. And I see a lot of people are flooding the chat with birthday love as well for Raider Deb. Amazing. And this is what our lives are about. This is what Raider Nation is all about. Family, family, family. Appreciate you guys for all the birthday wishes you guys are sending out to the mod mom, Miss Raider Deb. Let's see. Don't think I'm missing anything here at the moment. Again, we're doing this again. This is where I feel like an asshole. Like, yes, let's open up the vault line, but no, nobody's calling. I definitely don't see anything on the call log right now. So, yeah. See if I'm missing anything in here, and I don't think I am. Again, you guys want to support me, support the channel. The membership is the link is pinned to the top right now. We have almost 500 in here. I would like to reach out to a certain someone right now, and maybe we could talk a little bit more about this matchup. Hold that thought. Hold that thought, guys. Actually, let's try one specific person first. We'll see what happens. Leaky, what's up? Salute to Rich. Happy birthday to all in Raider Nation. Much love and respect. Raider Nation for life. There you go. You don't need to hear. Oh, God, that's terrible. I'll put it back up again. I said that I needed to add, what do you call it? A little text box to put on the screen for you guys to see this, because I shouldn't have to highlight it. Like, I should be able to leave it up on the screen for you guys. And we got our first caller. Thank God. 916. Raider Nation News today. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Chuck Taylor, calling from Sacramento, California.
What up, Chuck?
What's up, man? calling to tell you I really liked the graphics on the screen, man, and that was dope. And I saw this the Pete Carroll presser come across my thing, and I knew that I had to go to your page to get the update for real. Like, as soon as it was done, you were going to recap it because I missed part of it, right?
Right.
And I knew I had to come to Raider Nation News today to get their actual full recap of what the fuck was really going on.
Definitely appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. What are your thoughts on the presser? How do you feel about JPJ being out? How do you feel about Brock being in?
Last night I fell asleep to highlights. I rewatched the game from last week.
Right.
And I could tell, the distressed look on his face. He really was having some issues, with like controlling himself. He was really kind of angry on the sidelines. He was kind of just ripping a few really bad penalties and kind of seemed frustrated. And, he'll calm down. I think he'll settle in. But he's definitely kind of, right now, he's a little bit of a case. And I'm sitting down for a quick second, bumping his own head against a brick wall might learn him up. It might teach the young guy, slow down and, smell the fly, catch what's going on, like really read the room. You feel me?
Yeah.
'Cause we don't know what's going on. We're not in the building. So I feel like I had to, say I could tell he was stressed out. Like, you could see the camera when they focused on him the couple of times in the game. He was stressing out. Some shit was going on with him.
How do you
Young
feel?
Buck got to get it together.
How do you feel about our Raiders going into this Monday night matchup? What's your prediction for this game?
My prediction for this game is it's going to be a high flying, probably 28-23 something win for the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? We at home. We got to take care of business. We're going to win. And I think we're going to get over 20 points in there. We're going to keep them low. We're going to keep their score low.
Appreciate you calling in, bro. I'm going to take a couple of others. I'll definitely talk to you soon, brother.
For sure. Peace.
Later. Raider Nation News Today. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Ten Commandments. I just want to say real quick that I think that a factor that is huge in this game Monday night is the two things that really have caused us problems with San Diego in the past. Khalil Mack dominating Colton Miller every first game. Yeah, I remember one game he had like 3 sacks, and then the other game he had like 2 sacks. And then what I commented in the chat, Michael Meyer catching the ball over the middle. If he catches the ball early over the middle and starts banging up that secondary, it really will open it up for our speedier weapons in the passing game. And I really think that we're going to have to pass to win this football game. And I think that we will win this football game, but I don't believe it's going to be high scoring like that. I think it's going to be like 2017, maybe 17-14, maybe even 2014 or something of that nature. All right. Thanks, man.
Appreciate you.
Okay.
Oop. Shout out to 10 Commandments with the call. Guys, we're open for business now. We already got 2 callers. Let's keep this going for a while. We got almost 450 in here, 89 likes. Run that shit up. Sub count, I don't know where we're at. I don't even care right now. Like, let's just have some fun. Let's talk it up for a little bit. I'm trying to see if I can get a couple of people on as well. We'll see. Raider Nation News Today. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is MG's Raiders.
What's good, bro?
I'm calling from Tucson, Arizona. How you doing there, Hammer?
Good. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, man. I'm doing good. Just sitting here, chilling out. I seen your live on, and I thought that I'll call in because I saw that the number was up, so I went ahead and called. This new news about Brock is, felt like it lifted a weight off my shoulders, man, because I was hoping to God that he played. We really needed him to play, to be real honest. I know we got Mike, Big Mike and everybody else, but we really needed him to play. But that news about JPJ, dealing with another injury, that's kind of worrisome, man, especially because he's kind of, how he plays a little out of control sometimes.
Yeah.
But then he's real good at other times. So I'm trying to figure out what it is about him that's getting him in these kind of issues. Last time he was hurt and he missed some time even going into the regular season. And then this year, here we go again. We got a big game, and he's not going to be able to play in it.
And
But
this one happened.
I want
This
this
one
guy to get
happened
healthy.
in practice, which makes it even worse. Like, you were going full tilt in practice, my guy. We talking about practice, not a game. Not a game. We talking about practice. Like, you're not supposed to be going at your teammates like that. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I can't figure him out, man. But you know what? Maybe this chance for him to get maybe he'll get a chance to sit down and kind of see the error in his ways here and try to calm down a little bit. We love the fact that he's able to go out there and, play up to the whistle, but sometimes he plays after the whistle and he gets himself a penalty, or he'll false start, or he'll do something else. He's still learning of what he has to do out there. He's going to be good. It's just right now he's still learning stuff. But as far as this game on Monday, it's going to show a lot of the people in the league how good we actually are. And to be honest, it's not that I'm not worried about the Chargers. I am a little bit, but I think that this is going to we're going to be on center stage where everybody can see what we're really capable of. And to be real honest, I think that we're going to go out here and we're going to win this game without even, breaking the sweat, really. I think that we can go out there and kick these guys in the ass and win the game, man, to be real honest.
What's your final score prediction?
Okay. So I think it's going to be close. I still think we're going to smash these dudes, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go I want to say it's going to be 28-17 our way.
Okay. I like what I saw out of the defense, especially as it pertained to our run defense last week. Our corners, they did a good job, but this is a huge test going against the likes of Johnson and Lab McConkey. So I'm all in for it. MGs, I appreciate you calling in, bro.
All right, brother.
Take care.
Still listening, man. You keep doing what you're doing.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Salute to MGs on the call. And now you guys see it. I finally got the text up, so I don't have to constantly keep highlighting the chat. We'll leave the number up for a little bit as we continue to do this. We did hit the 100 likes. We still have over 450 in the room, guys. Do me a favor if you haven't already. Break them thumbs, hammer that sub, smash the bell. Now I'm going to see where we are number-wise, especially with how many people we do have in here today. 10,412. We did get a few new subscribers during this live, and I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. I would love to get to 10,500 as quickly as possible. Ultimate goal by the Super Bowl is 20K. I don't know how realistic it is, but I'm going to try to shoot for it anyways. We've been on for 40 minutes. The likes are still going up. There's still a whole bunch of you guys in here. Let's talk. 2 days away from our Monday night matchup. Obviously, there's plenty of football to watch tomorrow, but we're all looking forward to Monday night. And again, happy birthday to Raider Deb. Happy early birthday to Uncle Pete. He will be 74 on Monday. Let's walk out of our house with a win this coming Monday night. You guys see it in the top left corner. Vault line is open. 347-471-0361. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on the presser. Again, Brock is in on Monday. JPJ is out. Alex Kappa will be starting in his replacement. Landon Roberts will be playing as well. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on the presser. I want to hear your guys' final score predictions going into this Monday night matchup. Let's run it up. Let's have some fun right now. I got no work until tonight. We can hang for a little bit. I know Texas is playing. I'm not watching the game. I'm here with you guys right now. Let's go. Let's see. There was something else I wanted to look up real quickly. Ooh, sorry. No, I think we're good right now. I think we are good. I've caught up with you guys in the chat as well. Yeah, we're on the up and up right now. I'm waiting for one more text message to get. Tennessee leading Georgia 22-7. It's all good. I had Georgia. My parlay has already been fucked as Clemson losing. I'm done. I think I'm done with betting now because I can't seem to catch a break. It is what it is. This dude's not responding, so I guess he's not around. It is what it is. I wonder. No, Wasted was out before because he did a live on IG. Yeah, he is, Joe. Yes, he is. Our guy. Barack! Play it one more time. Barack! Is playing Monday night. So definitely some exciting news that we got. We went through the injury report. I don't think anything else has come out yet. I didn't see the official one, which I'm going to take one more look because I know one person that always seems to have it up when we are trying to stay up to date with things like this. And here we go. This is some shit that blows my mind. And here's some breaking news, guys. Like, you didn't want to pay one person, but you're giving money to somebody else. And this is the second player in probably the last month and a half that Dallas has done this. Cowboys and guard Tyler Smith have agreed to terms on a 4-year, $96 million contract extension with $81.2 million guaranteed. You traded away your best defender. You gave a tight end in Ferguson extension about a month ago, and now you gave one to Tyler Smith. Jerry is really suffering from Alzheimer's. Like, I whatever. That's like just criminal. Whatever. Let's see if Paul put anything up. No. It's not up yet. I'm very surprised by this. And guys, those know
to the dark side.
We got a new member. And I kind of missed it. Oh, no, I didn't. Joe Estrada. Thank you. And you heard Unk. You heard Violator. Welcome to the dark side, man. Thank you for becoming a new member. Again, the link is pinned to the top for those that want to become new members of this channel. You get the dope emojis. I'm going to start doing a members shout out spotlight in the community tab. And I think I'm going to have to start doing, I know my brothers do it. I think I have to start doing some members only lives every once in a while as well, just to fully commit to the membership program. So appreciate you guys. I'm going to put this in the other corner because I don't think there's anything in that corner. I think we're good. What did Deb have to say? I have to go, my Raider homies. I'm having a barbecue and have to get off my ass. Appreciate you all. Hammer, always appreciate you. Thanks for all the birthday love. Enjoy your special day. Make the most of it. And you better be there on Monday night for the game. Have a great day, though. I think Jerry didn't love the mic and noise and didn't want to pay him. You know what? It's always something with him, though. Like, you gave a contract to Dak, you gave him the extension, and he actually made a comment that was like almost like, F you, Micah. I'm more concerned about Dak. Like, all right, you do you, buddy. This dude is, oh my God. Hold on. Just making sure everything else is on the up and up, and we're good right now. Yeah, the phone line's open. That's why the number is still on the screen. The vault line is open. I want to hear from you guys, y'all. This is about you. This is how we interact together. And again, you guys see it on the bottom of the screen. Another way to acknowledge you guys, the way you acknowledge me. Joe Estrada becoming the latest member. Salute. Black Mike becoming the latest subscriber. Appreciate you guys. Raider Nation News Today. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, this is Sean Stark. I'm up here in Washington State.
What up, brother? How are you?
Man, I'm good. I'm good, man. I got to support the nation and call in and talk a little bit. Since you opened the line. So my thoughts, man. One on JPJ, right? I think JPJ. The thing we love about him is also the thing you can hate about him, right? The kid plays with his hair on fire. He's aggressive. He that's what we want. We want the guys that's gonna lay it out on line.
Right.
But he don't play smart yet. He's still learning. You know what I mean? And so I think that's that line he's got to learn. That's why he needs to be up with Colton Miller. He needs to be, Max Crosby plays with that energy and that fire, but he's smart. Right now, JPJ don't play that way. You know what I'm saying? JPJ just plays reckless. He plays rough. You know what I mean? He's a bull in the china shop. So we got to give him time to learn, right? That's my. I think the nation got to give the kid some time to develop. You know what I mean? So that's my JPJ take for anybody that wanted it.
Everybody wants to hear it because this is right now. This is what we have to talk about. Like a guy that we drafted high last year, a guy that we looked as a cornerstone along this offensive line, and now like you did a bit too much in practice, and now you're out on Monday, and it sucks.
I actually don't hate that, man. I really don't, because we don't hate the receivers laying out for a football when they go, because you practice the way you play. Now, right. I mean, we don't know what the hit was, how he got a concussion. I mean, he probably went in and got a block.
Oh, no. Really Pete said it. Pete said it in the presser a little while ago. Exactly what happened. And that's why I'm just like, dude, you went too hard against one of your own teammates. And
I didn't hear the presser.
Yeah, he suffered the blow in practice, and that's why he's out right now. Like,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, I'm feeling
chill. That. That's the equivalent.
He's got to learn it.
That's the equivalent to Max. That's the equivalent to Max, and we've heard about this, and I've heard it from people inside the building. I've heard it from players, and this isn't any cap for those that think otherwise. But there were times in practices, and we know that it's not happening now. Max would be at practice wanting to crush quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So
and that's the thing. He's been with Max. You know what I'm saying? So I think, his guidance has been, go full bore. I mean, Max is our cornerstone. This kid is learning. He's been hand in hand with Max. So I think we miss it. Like, these guys got to learn the game. We always look at players in college and be like, oh, they were good in college and they should be able to be good in the pros. This is a whole different level. This ain't the same level. You know what I mean? Everybody good in the pros. People we say suck is still better than anybody else. Like, you know what I mean? So I think JPJ is just having to learn that his skill set ain't going to get him, you know what I'm saying? Ain't going to get him ahead. He got to work. That's kind of my opinion, like on him. He's got to learn to box. I used that analogy in the chat earlier. You know what I'm saying? A boxer's going to be the fighter because the fighter's just swinging. JPJ's just a swinger right now. He's out here haymaking fools instead of, boxing.
What's your prediction for this Monday night matchup?
I think I said in the chat earlier, I think I actually think this team can put up easy 28 to 30 a game. I think the offense is psychotic when you look at it, and Gino's on the move. So I think we're going to put 28. I think the Chargers, San Diego, fuck that LA stuff. The San Diego Chargers are going to put up like 14. I think they're going to start fast, right? And I think we're going to put some pain on Herbert. I think we're going to put some weight on him. I think Tyree's going to have a hell of a game. Max moving all the way around, going to have a hell of a game. I think we got that 28. I think 28-14. I don't think it's actually going to be close. As people keep saying, I think this is a different team, different coach team, and we're ready to, our last several years we've lost games because of coaching, not because of talent, like people say. I think it's because of coaching. Bad decisions on offense, bad decisions on defense. We ain't making those mistakes. So 28-14 is my jam.
Definitely appreciate the call. We're going to take a couple more. We still have almost 500 in here, man. I really appreciate everybody that's hanging out on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, wherever you guys are at, and definitely appreciate your call, bro. Definitely call in soon again, Sean.
All right, for sure. Peace out, man, nation.
Later, brother. I'm going to talk about this real quick. And no, we're not ending the show. I got to constantly put it out there because I know sometimes when I talk, it sounds like, oh, he's ending it. He's cutting it short. No. Some quick X factors going into this matchup. For us, I'm looking at Brock. I'm looking at Gino. I'm looking at Max. Again, this new kickoff format, which I really love. Like, I get more excited watching these kickoffs now because it's a hell of a lot more active. There's not as many touchbacks because ultimately you got to start at the 35-yard line now. If it's a touchback, Dylan Laube, we saw the first one that he had the other day was, I believe, for about 35 yards, maybe close to 40 if I remember correctly. And then our secondary has to step up. We talked about it a few minutes ago in terms of the Chargers receivers in Johnson and Ladd McConkey. I'm looking forward to seeing Caillou again do his thing. I'm excited for this game, man. I really am. As it pertains to the Chargers, and I know we don't need to talk about them, but you know what? Fuck that. I'm not even going to talk about them. I could care less about their X factors because we don't give a shit about them. Shout out to Bushido Brown. Fucking profile picture gets me every fucking time. It makes me want to watch the Boondocks more and more. Pete versus Harbaugh Bowl continues, and you heard what Uncle Pete said in terms of practice yesterday. It was Championship Friday. They're looking at this as a championship game. Again, division rival. The division record has huge implications, especially at the tail end of the season, whether it being you're on top of the division or you're just trying to get a wild card spot. But those division records, the conference record plays a huge role in that overall record. So I'm 1,000% all in for this right now. Dylan is going to break one. I feel it. I hope so, man. I really do. And we did speak a couple of days ago. We will have him back on as a guest sometime soon. We just have to get our schedules aligned, and it's a wrap. Juicebox, my Long Island brethren, he will be on very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. He definitely can. I really like him. I really like this kid at corner right now. And again, one bad call against him last week. That PI was bullshit. And again, Pete Carroll is already standing on business as it pertains to the refs. Like, 2 straight days, 2 straight press conferences, post-game, and then the very next day, he took his little dig. Like, pretty much, leave us the fuck alone, let us play ball. That's it. I'm here for it. Gonna be a great weekend. Yeah, and I will be at work, but we're putting it on the TV at work. Like, we'll all be watching. Like, I'm looking forward to watching that fight. I'm not a big boxing person for those that have watched the 4 years I've been doing this, but I will be watching that fight. Absolutely. And it's in our stadium. So of course I'm going to watch it. It was absolute bullshit. Guys, the number is still there in the top right corner if you want to call in. We have a little under 500. We're at 497 right now with 135 likes. If you haven't already, break them thumbs, hammer that sub, smash that bell. We've been on for almost an hour as well. I think yesterday we did an hour, surprisingly enough. I didn't think I was going to even hit an hour, but we did. I know it's early, but good feeling Pete's going to win us this division. Woo! I like that. Chip Khalil all day long. Look, we have 100% Colton Miller right now. It's going to be a dogfight between him and Khalil Mack. Most definitely. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited for this. And Pete, we trust. Talk that shit. Pete, we'll see how the refs in the league treat the Raiders. No. Adam, Adam. Pete is going to change how the refs in the league treat us. Like I said, he stood on business and said what he said in 2 straight press conferences. He ain't fucking around. And he's going to make it perfectly clear that the Raiders aren't going to be dealing with that bullshit ever again. Let's go. Absolutely. Trying to remember. I think if I remember correctly, and I don't have stats up right now, I believe we had 9 penalties for 77 yards last weekend. Minimize that shit quickly. Every yard counts. Al Pacino said it best. Life is a game of inches. This game is a game of inches. Let's go. Is it going to be Glaze or is it going to be Miller? Either or. I think Khalil feasted on our weakness in the past and the QB's not moving at all. I don't think they'll have much success. I love that. Players seem to have more respect towards all these coaches. Facts, baby. There you go. Ultimately, that's what it's all about. I know about other... oh my God, I just lost my thought when I looked at that. I know of other coaches that players, and maybe it's just the new age of the entitlement kids, but at the same time, yeah, like they don't like being talked to a certain way, And you have some of these old school coaches that are more of disciplinarians. Like there is a coach Fuck, I'm gonna take this call. Somebody remind me what I was talking about after this phone call. Raider Nation News Today. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Cold Coffee.
What's going on?
What's good? What's good? I was calling, you know what I'm saying, because I wanted to chime in on the topic.
Sound off, bro. Floor is yours.
So, I think that JPJ, you know, playing with fire and passion and having the passion that he has to want to get better and everything like that. I don't think there's anything. His heart is in the wrong place when it comes to that. But I think that it's all the mental side of the game that he's kind of not really gotten down pat yet, you know. So I think that you know, that's where, you know, we could probably use some veterans, you know, maybe like, you know, some all pro good players who were good, you know, there's some guys like that maybe around, a mentor guy like him, you know, teach him, you know, kind of some tricks of the trade and things like that, or ways to kind of manage his passion. And as far as the Raiders game against the Chargers, I think that it's going to come down to, you know, a field goal. I think the Chargers are a little bit more talented than the Raiders overall on the roster, but I think that Pete has a little bit of an edge in coaching over Jim Harbaugh, so I think that the Raiders end up pulling this one out by a field goal, maybe something like a 27-30 or 27-24.
So still a very high scoring game. Okay, I like that. Definitely appreciate the call, bro.
Most def.
Take care. All right, so I think I did remember what we were talking about. So I'm like, in terms of coaches and how some of them are disciplinarians and like this new age of kids, like they don't like that type of stuff. Like the way I grew up, my coaches were very hard on me. They were hard on all of us. They were trying to bring out the best in us. Pete, he has a different energy, and yeah, you guys and a lot of people were talking about the whole ageism thing, but like he brings a different energy. He brings a certain type of culture, and everybody's on the same page. They're having fun, and nothing's more fulfilling with having that type of fun than winning. When you're winning, you can have all the fun in the world. Obviously, keep it within certain guidelines, keep it within certain parameters. But like I've heard about other coaches, specific head coach in the league currently right now that people don't necessarily like to play for. He had already lost one job as a head coach, and I had a recently released player under this coach. Pretty much, he gave me the look, and that was all I needed to know in terms of that head coach. It's crazy. Is it me, or does Pete become Bill Burr when he gets to the podium? Heckless. Pete is hard on them, but does it in a different way, holds people to high standards. And I have nothing against that in any way, shape, or form. Like, I've always respected him as a coach, even when he was at USC. And my Longhorns playing them for the national championship. Like, I still respected him as a coach. Great mind, a winner's mentality. You heard what he said in the presser a couple of weeks back in terms of what he was expecting out of this team and how many wins he expects this team to have. It's kind of his standard in terms of teams that he has coached. Here for it, man. Let's see. Competing is his style. Talk that shit, Gotham. Do we keep the vault line open? Y'all want to keep this going? We're at 480 with 142 likes right now. I think we've talked about a lot. I did have two people that I was trying to get on to chop it up. Oh, hold on one second. We might not be done. We might not be done, guys. Hold on one second. I'm going to see if we get lucky with this. How do I do this? I'm going to try something. And hopefully everything is on the up and up. Hopefully this doesn't mess up our live. I don't think it will. But I'm going to try to get somebody on for us momentarily. So don't go anywhere because this could make this live even more interesting right now. Send this message right now and see what happens. Here we go. All right, I'm waiting for a response, but in the meantime, let's keep this train going right now. Let me see if I'm missing anything in the chat. Andy Reid is a chili cheese burger from. Good God. 1,000%, Adam. Wasted is out and about. He's napping for the fight. You think Crawford's gonna win? I'm not saying who I think is gonna win. I think it's gonna be a very entertaining fight, and I think they go the full 12. Hold on 1 second. We might have a guest pulling up shortly. We're waiting. We kind of have a surprise guest. I think he did actually just see the link. If we can get him on screen right now, that would actually be pretty dope, and we'll have a little bit more to talk about ahead of this matchup on Monday night. So let's see. I'm waiting. I said I'm waiting, damn it. I'd rather see a knockout. I feel like you don't get to see those so much when it comes to top-tier boxers anymore, so I don't want to say that that's what I'm going to be waiting for. Okay, so we might have a guest in a few minutes. They're doing some home stuff first, so stay tuned. We're not going anywhere. Almost 500 people in here. This live might have just got a little bit more interesting, and I'm gonna put it out there before this guest comes on. Please be respectful. I know like most of you guys are anyways. Like you can crack your jokes, but please be respectful when we have this guest on. That's all I'm asking. Now it's just a matter of seeing this surprise guest. I guess that's the best way to put it. Seeing this surprise guest in the bottom right corner of my screen so we can pull this person up and talk a little bit more. There is another one I would love to reach out to, but I don't. He might be around. He might not be. Actually, he's probably not because it is our first home game of the season. He's probably already out and about, so I'm not going to reach out to that person as much as I would love to right now. But maybe we will try to get that person on some point this week. Gotham City Raider, I don't have any type of connection with that dude. So, yeah, no, absolutely not. I have no relationship, rapport, anything with that person. So, yeah, no, it's not him. Canelo, Crawford, 2 grade champions. May the best man win. There you go. There you go. No. And salute to my neighbor from across the pond. I appreciate you pulling on up. I know I had water around here somewhere. I'm trying to find my bottle. Hold on. Damn, Gaucho. Coldest.com, guys. I know I haven't talked about it in a minute, but this thing I put ice in last night when I was at work, and it's still cold as hell, and there's still a lot of ice in there. Coldest.com. Use promo code HammersHouse for 20% off, and you get free shipping on your purchases $125 and more. So, Coldest.com, promo code HammersHouse. Damn, it's still cold as fuck. I just need a new cup holder for this desk or actually I think I'm going to order a new cup that actually fits in that cup holder. No, MGs, unfortunately not. He's already out and about ripping and running. I did shoot him a text message probably like a half hour ago. He does send his love. He said he misses you guys. We will have him on sometime soon. I'm definitely getting another one. Like, I've been looking, but the other one that I want is right now, I think it's sold out. Like, I think I need a 36 ounce over the 46. The 46 is a bit overkill. He is for sure out, Mr. L.A. Rob. Yeah. He is out. Kappa will be starting at right guard. And actually, I'm glad you mentioned that. I think I do have it on the screen. I do. So I'm gonna bring this up for you guys momentarily. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate you. I'm gonna update it right now, so it's something I don't have to worry about this coming weekend, or this coming Monday night rather. Where is it? And sorry for the dead air. This is gonna take like a matter of seconds. I want to just give you guys a preview once I have this up and running. Go to the roster. Copy. Hold on. I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible too, guys. I'm so sorry. Think we're good. 65. I'm gonna catch up to you guys in the chat in just a second. Hold on. Think we're good. All right, let's see actually how this looks real quickly. Again, I literally just did this. Obviously, this stuff isn't going to be on the screen when we do the game, but there you guys see it right there. Alex Kappa will be starting at right guard, and then there's the rest of our starting lineup for this coming Monday night. I'll take this off the screen for you guys. So we are good with that for this coming Monday night. And when we started earlier, we actually had a little preview, a sneak preview of the scoreboard. I could actually show that, guys, to you right now. I'll take this off the screen for a second, and I'll show the lineup again. But here we are. We're good to go for Monday night. And I'll show the lineup again real quickly for you guys. But here it is. So we got Gino, of course. Miller, Parham, Meredith, Alex Kappa, DJ Glaze, Ashton Genty, Jacoby Myers, Dante Thornton, Trey Tucker, and Brock. So there you guys go for our lineup for this coming Monday night for the offensive side of things. And he's here. I gotta get this up the right way. Yeah, okay. You were not doing laundry or putting groceries away. You were doing some crazy shit. And you know what? Hold on. That's not the screen I wanted. Yo.
What up, boy?
All right, so we're good. Make sure everybody can hear. I said it's not graph. All right, guys, without any further ado, and I know you weren't fucking putting away groceries. You just decided to throw on all your fucking powder blue bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, fucking Jake Silva is in the building. Oh my God. What's up, bro? What's up?
What's good, man? What's good?
How you feeling about this matchup?
Oh, dude, I've literally been on cruise control ever since that we did the world a favor in beating Kansas City last week. So I'm feeling good about myself. The fact that not a ton of travel time going from Sao Paulo, Brazil up to Vegas in my hometown, unfortunately. where I have to deal with silver and lack dust this week, and
Here we
then
go.
I have
See,
to deal with
told them.
have to come home to LA against the Donkeys. Come on now.
First off, I told them to be respectful, but if you're gonna come out your neck, I'm gonna tell them to take the safety off and let it all out, bro.
Come on, man. I am like the nicest asshole when it comes to being a Charger fan, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, you're one of the
I
very
told
few.
everybody, hey, everybody up and in the black hole, man. Like they got love for me, man. They know what's up.
The only Bolt fan I can halfway tolerate. Thank you, Gaucho. Thank you, Gaucho.
Thanks,
I gotta
Gaucho.
I do got to change that fucking backdrop because that's not the one that we're using for this week, clearly.
Oh, yeah.
Keep talking. Let them know where they can find you. I'm going to see if I can find this shit real quick.
All righty. Well, as you guys already know, you guys can find me on 2 of my channels. For all Charger fan content, look me up at Charger Syndicate. We are at 736 subscribers right now, on the road to 1,000 and getting this thing monetized. We've just been busy lately. We are expecting as well a little Bolt fam coming up and into play, man. 20 weeks away. Super excited about it. I know Hammer's smiling so hard, man, because yeah, we're adding a new addition to the fam. But you guys can check me out at all my Chargers content at Charger Syndicate, guys. Also, if you guys are big time sports fans, because I know you guys rep the silver and black, but if you guys love all sports content and entertainment as well, look up the Snake Sports Talk Show as well. We're already at, let me see, I think we were at 678 on YouTube, and we're already like at 1,500 on TikTok, all social medias, trying to get that monetized too. And we got a lot of great lineups of interviews coming up as well. You're on your way. So definitely check out both those channels.
So, yes, he just did touch on the fact that he is about to have his first child. Ladies and gentlemen, I was told when I got the news that I'm going to be a godfather, and don't worry, I will make sure to send him a shit ton of Raider onesies left and right. It is definitely happening.
Oh my God.
At least
Between
he'll know-
you
at
and my
least-
cousin, bro.
At least he
like,
knows.
Come on.
At least he'll know what it's like to actually have rings.
Oh, wow. I mean, I would want like a trophy that's like cleaned and pressed and like looking sleek rather than just looking at the ones that's collecting so much dust. Like, come on, bro. You gotta like how the new ones are.
So how are you feeling in terms of what are your X factors going into this matchup?
I think the big X factor to me, because I did look at the injury reports for both teams. From what I'm being told, Elijah Molden and Denzel Perryman are going to be out for this game. It does kind of suck to not have Elijah there, but I do trust Nico Reed and a couple others will start to step up into his place. Denzel Perryman out with a high ankle sprain. He's probably going to be sidelined for about 2 to 5 weeks at best. It sucks because we know the linebacking core is kind of thin right now for the Chargers. So I would not be surprised if there's a situation in which they may address the linebacking position. But I still am confident up and in this one. I know you guys are kind of concerned with who you got at the center with JPJ being out this week. Surprisingly, and I'm actually kind of glad that we get a chance to face him. I mean, Ladd McConkey and Brock Bowers, reuniting old Georgia boys. I was just like, is he going to play or is he kind of going to be sidelined? So that is going to be interesting. I can see us really attack the middle for the most reasons. I mean, you watch what Tierre Tart was able to do. I mean, he comes away with pass defenses, comes away with adding pressures, and then adding the icing on the cake by smacking Travis Kelce in the face. I'm like,
yeah, I just saw he got he just got a fine. He just got a fine for it as well. I just
which was $12,000, bro. That ain't nothing.
Yeah, we put out like pretty much everything that came down the pipe from all our NFL insiders and reporters with the most updated injury report, with the fines that went out as a result of things that transpired over week 1. And I saw that and I was like, I think he deserves a medal for smacking the shit out of Travis Kelce, but it is what it is.
Oh, dude, the internet was just undefeated the minute that ended up happening. I'm like, look, we did the world a favor. And Tierre Tart was like literally everybody's hero for 1 week.
Even though he wears that ugly blue.
Come on.
God damn. Bauer's gonna be decoy, save him for D-Trip. Hey, yo. Chargers have Andre James on the bench. I thought they had gotten rid of him. I guess not.
No, he is still up on the bench. It's good to have at least a rotational guy. I will say, though, last week with the offensive line, because I've told you this many times, my biggest concern was going to be the interior side of the offense.
Right.
They played really well. I was very surprised at that. I mean, Becton was fighting off an illness. He came in a few checkups, and, he played his part. But Jamari Salyer, like I kept telling everybody, he's a very good rotational piece when you put him in the guard position. So
Right.
Salyer came away with barely any pressures, didn't give up a sack. And then, watching Bradley Bozeman, which I was very surprised of, he didn't even let up a sack himself. The difference was Kansas City really confused me a bit on their defensive front, because why would they put, Chris Jones on the edge when you know that he's going to get controlled all deleted? Like, why would you put him out there on the outsides? I didn't understand that. I thought they were going to end up running like your typical Mike blitz packages up the middle. That didn't seem to happen. And then, George Karlaftis, I mean, yeah, he got a sack, but after that, he was just kind of non-existent, along with Onwenu. So I think they had a different game plan.
Salute to Gotham City Raider. He said QJ just put glue on his gloves. We might have to check them before the game.
I don't know, bro. They may be the same gloves that CeeDee Lamb forgot to grab in his game against the Eagles last week.
Damn. Let's see.
He said, yeah, wait until they face Max and Kuntz. Okay, do you realize Max didn't even do nothing against Joe Alt? Come on, man. How many times have him and Max Crosby gone up one-on-one and Max Gunn was non-existent? Come on.
How's Slater, by the way?
Okay.
Exactly.
Why
Shut
but
up.
here's the thing. But no, hold up. You say that. Why do I gotta worry about that? Isn't this why we drafted Joe Alt? Like, this is why we got plug in and play offensive linemen.
Joe Alt can't play all five positions across the offensive line on Monday night.
Oh, really? You think that he can't pull off a Penei Sewell type of deal?
No.
Oh, come on. If he could literally take care of the right side, I'm pretty sure he could take care of the left side too. Come on.
I think, as somebody had said it when they called in, I can't remember who it was, they said that they think Tyree is going to have a really solid game. And again, I've talked about this, especially as it pertains to the defensive linemen. It's not about fucking being in the stat lines every fucking Sunday night, every single Monday morning, Tuesday morning, because this is a Monday night game. Like, if you cause some type of disruption and open up the opportunities for other teammates across the defensive line or the linebackers, it's a wrap. Like, you did your job then. You don't have to have individual fucking stats to be a guy that is dominating and wreaking havoc and causing a whole bunch of disruptions across the line. And I think Tyree is going to continue to be that guy, whether it's rotating, whether he's starting, he's going to be that guy. And I think it'll definitely happen this coming Monday night. Again, you lost Slater for the season shortly after getting that contract, which I was just like, holy shit. Like, wow. Like, you can't make this shit up. Yes, you guys have a solid offensive lineman in Joe Alt, but I definitely am happy with what I saw last week. I think the one thing that we absolutely need to continue is having that solid run defense. We kept a team way under 100 yards for the first time in what feels like a very long time, with just a total of 60 yards for the run game of the New England Patriots. Again, pass game, I like what I saw out of our corners. Just keep that same momentum going into this game. You do have some really solid receivers in McConkey and Johnston.
You're forgetting about Unk. You're forgetting about Unk with 7 catches, and he is third and Keenan. All right?
God. I fucking can't. Adam's gonna hold on. Adam's gonna blow shit up. There you go.
No, but here's the thing. You do make a point with the offensive line. That's why I'm like, I be fair about this. But it's part of the reasons why that we drafted Joe Alt for that specific reason, because you can have interchangeable guys on the tackles. And Trey Pipkins, he's played right tackle in the past before. I'm not asking him to be Joe Alt in any means. I'm asking him to just defend his position up front and then allow the guys like Mekhi Becton, because remember, Mekhi Becton is being a multitasker in the guard. He has to account for both Bradley Bozeman in the center, and he has to account for Trey Pickens on the right. So the minute that you do that, that's one of the things that I think will help out for the Chargers in the long run. And with having Jamari Salyer, who I thought looked really good last week, to fill in the spot that he did, there's also opportunities for other guys to step up. Because remember, we do have Branson Taylor, who we got as our draft pick, who is in our practice squad. This is an opportunity for him to maybe potentially fill in case any of these guys get hurt or there's inconsistencies of any kind. But I've told you before, like, the one thing that has questioned me a lot when it comes to our future build is our center position, because Bozeman, as much as I like him and appreciate him of what the job that he does, he's not our future center. And I've told you before in the past, if we didn't get Ladd McConkey, I thought we would have gotten JPJ, because we needed to have somebody fulfill into the center position, much like Kansas City does with Creed Humphrey. You guys got your center for years. You got him for the future. So that's why I was like, okay, can't be mad at that. And I love with what we did with Ladd McConkey in the end, because now he's in the role of what Keenan Allen once was. So that's why it's like everything that's coming together is all important situational positions. That's what Jim Harbaugh and Joe Ortiz does. They get guys that can help in situational plays. That's why bringing back Keenan Allen was so big for us, because we have 2 first down merchants now with Ladd McConkey and with Keenan Allen, because you can come up into a third down situation, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, and Keenan Allen is only going to give you just his route running skills, great feet, great hands, and just go get the first downs. That's all that we care about. If you could do that, then I'll be a happy camper. It's keeping the possession on our side, because when you have the time clock against you, you know how bad that feeling is, right? You have to race against time to score and potentially, get your offense back out on the field for you guys to have a chance to win a game. Yeah. It's hard.
That's what she said. Oh, had to do it. I had to do it. Pete's influence surprised Booker, and an influx of free agents and linebackers in the middle helps our defense. And again, we talked about Landon Roberts. He will be playing. I think we might see a little bit more Jamal Adams, which, again, watching him in the preseason, that dude was all over the fucking place. So that's definitely something you guys need to be mindful of. In terms of your running backs, because I didn't get a chance to watch the game last week against KC. How did your running backs look, and what are you expecting from them in this matchup?
So Amarian Hampton, he looked really good. He is exactly the kind of running back that we knew coming out of college. He looked great. As far as Najee Harris, because he didn't get a whole lot of snaps on his end, I think he only got like maybe 1 carry for 5 yards. And that was crucial because that's where we got the first down marker. After that, they didn't really check him in as much. So a lot of it was just all Amarian Hampton in the end. But
so you mentioned Najee, so let me just do something real quickly for you since you mentioned Najee.
Are you really going to bring up the one-eyed pirate, dude?
Oh, no. Oh, you don't want to work for me? No. That's not it. Hold up. No, for your guy, Najee.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're doing. Bro, I told exactly KC fans, and I'll tell you the same thing for Raider fans. Just you wait, because you're going to hold back on that when One-Eye Willie is literally running through that defensive line, bro.
Pause.
That's all I need. That's all I need.
Y'all better come up with another name for him, because that is definitely on some next level shit.
I mean, you can't be lying. Like, I can't lie to my audience here. Like, so the bottom line is Amarian Hampton, like, he's got such great feet work, dude. Like, it was insane. He can go rush up the middle. He can cut on the outsides, both the left and the right. And he's also a very good pass catching running back. So I think we're getting a multitude of everything of what we got out of our draft pick. I do see the Chargers to a degree where they can get small pass catching options, however that Greg Roman is going to end up running this offense. But I do see our rushers. We're going to be fine. And even if you get Najee up there and get him to basically, break off tackles, because you guys are going to be playing the physical game. I already know with how Pete Carroll is going to play. He's going to play down in the trenches, physical, and just find a way to stop them and not let them gain a yard. That's really all that he's going to try to do. But we've been through this path before between Jim Harbaugh and Pete Carroll. We know Jim likes to get under Pete's skin. And I mean, what game are we going to get? Are we going to get the close game between like 3 to 4 points? Or are we going to get a 55-21 route like he did with USC against Stanford?
Is this your guy? I'm going to assume so.
I believe so. School to pro.
In the words of the great Rick James,
cocaine is a hell of a drug.
You bugging, bro.
Hey, you know what? You know what? You do have to admit, y'all's jaws were dropping when you ended up seeing Justin Herbert slinging the ball left and right up on Friday night. Did you not?
No, not at all.
Wow,
for the simple fact that every time I look at Herbert or hear his name, like, it's always people try to put him as a top tier quarterback, which I will continue to say until he proves me otherwise is fucking false advertisement at its best. He is ridiculously overrated. That playoff game last year was all I needed to see. I'm already over it. Like, granted, this year, this division, we have the top division for quarterbacks, for starting quarterbacks in this league. Granted. But in my opinion, and I'm going to continue to say this until proven otherwise, Justin Herbert is not a fucking top tier quarterback.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm not apologetic when I say it either. I'm not going to be apologetic when I say it either.
I don't expect you to, because again, your opinion's your opinion. We're professionals, you know what I mean? But to me, I'm just like, I'm not surprised, because it's like, how many times do I have to repeat myself months and months on end when it comes to understanding this organization? Like, everybody knows every situation that we have been in has been associated by Dean Spanos. Okay? Moving out of San Diego to go to Los Angeles, Dean Spanos. Hiring coordinators instead of an actual winning coach, Dean Spanos. That's all it is. And so now that you've got a winning coach in the middle of this, because remember, you may not end up believing it, and I don't care either way. But Justin Herbert, where he's at right now, is basically the same walkway as Peyton Manning once was when he first came into the league. Because if you remember correctly, people were throwing shade at Peyton Manning years ago because why? He couldn't win a playoff game. He was overrated. All he carries is the Manning name, and that's it. And then by the time that he gets paired up with Tony Dungy, what happens in year 6? Co-MVP, and he gets all the way to the AFC Championship. So that's all I say, is that I'm not saying that they are exactly identical, but I'm saying that the career trajectories are literally just about similar. And the thing you better break it down. Justin Herbert statistically basically blows out Peyton Manning in the water. But if you're talking about winning situationally, of course I'm going to take Peyton Manning. But this is why that he is in this position, and he's hearing all of everybody's comments, including yours. I mean, think about it. He knows it.
That's fine. So, I'm looking. I'm glad that Raider Dez said this, because I'm looking at it the same way. He's just like Rivers.
How is he just like Rivers? Wait a minute.
Just not as many kids.
How is he like? Okay, hold on a second. This is what I don't understand. How is he Phillip Rivers if Phillip Rivers had playoff wins than Herbert does? How?
He's another guy that was a bit like, his numbers definitely a lot more consistent, but like I see a little bit. I see that similarity in terms of how far have you taken your team in the playoffs? How many playoff wins do you have? Like,
and last time I
and it's funny because you just spoke about the Manning name, and I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at Texas's score against UTEP right now. 8:44 left in the second. Texas is only up 7-0. Arch 4 for 8, 58 yards, and an interception. Like, he has an interception in 3 straight weeks already. Like, what the fuck,
bro? This is why they need to stop hyping about Arch Manning right now, because he is still on the building blocks. That's why it was like when they hyped about #1 overall pick, all this other stuff, they just kept hyping this so hard that it just built a lot of pressure up and on him. So that's why they need to slow that down. He will be fine. He just has to build.
Shout out to LA Rob. Herbert cannot win meaningful games. Hold on. Let me highlight this one more time. Cannot win meaningful games. Folds under pressure. He's Derek Carr with pimples.
Okay, so this is how I know Raider fans love to live in the past. Because if you didn't end up watching what Friday night gave you on a 3rd and 15 with no timeouts for Kansas City, and all Kansas City needed to do was put up pressure to stop Herbert up and into the tracks, what happened?
Who gave
the
blueprint? Who gave the blueprint on how to beat the Chiefs now? I think everybody knows what it is now.
No. Here's the thing: is what Philadelphia did in the Super Bowl, which closes out that chapter, mind you. Okay, closes up that chapter of the season. We know is that the only way to beat Kansas City, you have to play contain ball. That's all you have to do. You have to contain his weapons. You have to have a spotter or two up and in the middle, i.e. your linebackers or even just an edge. You have to have a spotter up from there to contain Mahomes if he uses his legs and runs. That's what we did right. I mean, even if we gave up 21 points, like, Patrick Mahomes didn't even have a terrible game. The problem is there were several times in which he was trying to find Tyquan Thornton on a few plays and overthrew him twice in 3 passes. So that home run ball that they kept harping about, yeah, like it wasn't working for them. That's why that they're all having talks about phone calls about trying to reunite Tyreek Hill, which good luck with that. Like, I don't even see that working out for them. That's just nothing but desperation mode because they know this offensive line outside of Josh Simmons is not entirely the same.
And they also know that this division is incredibly deep this year. Like, Granted, 3 of the 4 teams last year in our division made the playoffs. We didn't have a single win in our division, let alone be a team that had a hope at the playoffs. And now with the change of the guard, the change of culture in Las Vegas, a legit solidified quarterback who has put up incredibly good numbers with Pete Carroll as his head coach. This division, and I've said it going into this season, is hands down historically going to be one of the toughest divisions in NFL history. And right now, at this rate, if Kansas City continues to fall off, if they finish this weekend at 0-2, they are going to have a shit ton of problems moving forward. And I've said it time and time again. This is the year that Kansas City gets humbled. This is the year that you're not going to see 15-2. You're not going to see the refs fucking playing games and helping them win games in their favor moving forward. You can take that shit to the fucking bank. They're not winning 15 games. They'll be lucky to walk out of this season with maybe 10 wins. If at this rate, with the way shit is going, the players that they've lost, injuries and everything. Hold up. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I think we are good right now. I did see something that Sean said. I want to put this back up in terms of Herbert. Hold on. Rivers and Herbert, rather. Rivers had a bit of a dog in him, but he was also a blame game guy. Herbert has a lot of skill, but his dog has pissed the bed when it counts, in my opinion. Really solid numbers last year. That playoff game, how many interceptions did he throw? This is why I'm like, he's overrated as fuck.
Okay. I mean, look, I even looked up because I seen a comment from Cold Coffee saying that statistically blows out Manning is false. And I'm like, you really think it's false? I can pull it up for you.
Hey,
because
yo.
I really can. I really can pull up the stats for you. Because if you look at it, in 80 games, okay, 80 games for both, Herbert has just about the same QB record as Peyton. He also has a better completion percentage than Peyton, 66.6 over 62.1. I'll keep going. Passing yards, 21,000 over 20. Okay? And then another one. Passing yards per game, 267.6 over 251.7. 140 passing touchdowns, 138. And interceptions, here's the crazy part. Herbert has a better touchdown to interception ratio than Peyton Manning does.
Well, now you
because
got
he has 45 interceptions over 100. Payton has thrown 100
Gotham
interceptions in
City
80
said
games.
pull up Geno and Herbert stats side by side since 2022, and then you have two others in Ben Bad and Raider Dez that are pretty much
But
saying
here's
the same
the
thing. Stats
thing.
don't win games.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You asked for stats. I gave it to you. And you also want to ask for manalytics, which is what I talk about of what I see, how his trajectory and his stature at quarterback, what I see. This is a totally different Justin Herbert this year because he's taking every single comment. He's heard everybody. He can't win big games. He's 0-2 in the playoffs. He's thrown 4 interceptions against the Texans. He's overrated. Social media quarterback. You don't think he don't hear that? Like, he hears everything. And by the way, not to sound funny like this, guess who he's dating? That's an MVP season this year. Madison Beer, bro.
Who?
Come on. He's dating Madison Beer. Like, bro, it's MVP season. I don't want to hear about Kelsey and Taylor Swift, bro. It's Madison Beer and Justin Herbert this year. That's it. Like, this dude is going to end up winning. He's my sneaky MVP. People don't want to end up believing it, but everything that we have addressed, and understand it is week 1. I'm aware of that. Okay. I can honestly be feeling excited of the fact that, yes, we beat the Kansas City Chiefs, but all we did was piss off. We just pissed off a big dog. That's all we did. So we have to face him a second time because that's what happens when you play in division rival games. We are the one team that has to play back-to-back division rivals for the first 3 weeks. So we got one objective done. We're about to get objective number 2 done on Monday night, and then get objective number 3 next week in LA against the Broncos on Sunday.
Yeah, I would not put my cart too far ahead of the horse with this matchup. I'm telling you right now. And I just looked at who his girlfriend is. She looks like a typical North Shore spoiled little shit. She's from Long Island. I know Long Island girls. I know how she looks like that typical little stuck-up North Shore bitch. So, yeah, good luck with
funny.
that.
That's funny because considering if you saw one picture, they had a board game in one hand and a bottle of wine in the other. I don't think she's that spoiled.
God help us all. Anyways.
I did see 10 Commandments asking for my score prediction up and into this game. Like every division rival game, I'm not taking that ridiculous. I don't even know what that was for Dallas and Philadelphia, where they favored Philadelphia by 8.5. I'm not doing that. Okay, that was completely a track game. Everybody knows division rival games are going to be close. So to me, Chargers are favored. Last time I checked, I think like 3.5, I think was the line.
Yep.
Yeah, on the road up in Vegas. I don't see it be that crazy of a game. But I will be respectful enough to stand on business and to basically give you guys a little of a pass here. I'm going to take the Chargers to end up winning 27-23 because these games are going to be close. Let's not get that mixed up. And Geno Smith was in the air all last week against New England. The amount of times he's having that many passing yards, I was like, okay, Pete is probably going to end up throwing a lot more of the run game and then a few of those passing yards where they're going to want to stretch the field to get in scoring position. That's what our defense is going to have to be prepared for. Playing containment and then adding pressure in the middle.
Well,
because without JPJ, it's going to be a problem.
Now that we're home and that we're inside, we're playing inside, like it's a little bit different. Like I did not, and I'm pretty sure nobody expected it because I did a short hours before the game on Sunday. I just left work and the rain up here was god awful. I did not expect them to air it out the way that they did. And again, 9 completions for 20 plus yards. That says a lot. We know that he likes to throw the deep ball. His numbers have shown that in the past, especially with Pete Carroll as his head coach. And the percentage is really, really high as well for those deep threats. He has the receivers in Trey, in Jacoby, in rookie Dante Thornton that can blow the top off. That wet weather, I definitely was like, he's not going to throw it as much as he did. He still threw for 362 yards. He did have that one interception, but some of the throws that he made, I was completely blown away. Like he had one where play action, he rolls left and throws it across his body to the right and completes it. Throws it in an incredibly tight window with 4 defenders for a completion. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm all in. I'm good with this. Let it be consistent like that. Let's have those completions. In terms of the run game, yes, our offensive line didn't do such a great job on the ground game. And we talked about this at the late stages of the game, 4 minutes left. They stacked the box. You knew what to expect. Ginty knew what to expect. Chip Kelly, the offensive line, they knew what to expect. So I do think going into this Monday night matchup, Ginty realistically may have a coming out party against your guys' defense. And this isn't being a homer. This is just being observant and looking at both sides of things. I think he has a coming out party. Do I think he's going to hit 90 on the ground, 100 on the ground? I think maybe 90. Will he have a touchdown? Yeah. That physicality that he brings, especially in goal line situations and inside the red zone, yeah, bet your ass he's going to run somebody over respectfully and have a touchdown or two. Like, it's going to be a good game. I think it could potentially be a shootout. If I give a score prediction, I'll wait until Monday night before kickoff to give that score prediction. I am going to continue to watch some games over the weekend. I'm going to revisit some game film on both teams, and then I'll give you guys my final prediction minutes before kickoff on Monday night. We've been on for almost 2 hours. I was lucky enough to be able to get you on. It is almost 5:30 on the East Coast. I do need to get a little bit of sleep. I do have work in I have to be back up in another 4.5 hours. So I'm grateful. I'm really glad you were home and able to pull up, because it was like, we're playing the Chargers. I have to get somewhat of a matchup.
You know, I've been waiting to get a text from you, bro, when we were going to do this.
Yeah, I was like, I got to get somewhat of a matchup preview in. And I gotta get my little bro and get him on so we could talk about this a little bit. And thank you. I'm really glad that you were able to pull up. Do me a favor and plug away your non-Chargers channel. That's me being respectful, because I know there's the people of fans of other sport teams. And a lot of them, you talk pretty much like straight down the board, all other sports with that channel. So please give them the plug for that channel. No Diddy if necessary.
Yeah, absolutely. Snake Sports Talk Show, guys. If you guys love all sports talk from NFL, NBA, college football, MLB, and so much more, check out the Snake Sports Talk Show. Very entertaining. Always seem to have the hottest takes coming out of, the league, and really breaking down every single matchup. I just recently did my prime predictions for every game. I'm going to be changing that up, though, because you're going to be seeing the introduction of Jake's Inferno 5, where I have my 5 best picks up of the week for you guys to check out. As you know, we're sponsored by BetUS, and we're also sponsored by Payday Fantasy as well, guys. Your go-to for pick'em fantasies as well. So definitely check that out and use promo code SNAKE when you do, because when you guys want 100% of the matchup deposit of $100, use promo code SNAKE when you use it. So when you guys sign up, pick your player, pick the projection over unders, and then go and win and get paid with Payday Fantasy. We've had a lot of really good interviews. Brian McKinney, offensive tackle, Nolan Carroll, cornerback. We've had a lot of really good guests up and on the show. I'm hoping to get John Abraham, and I'm hoping to get Eric Coleman and a bunch of other really good former players, dude. It's going to be lights out here on the Snake Sports Talk Show. But of course, you guys know exactly where to check my other channel as well. So there you go. Snake Sports Talk Show, guys. But as usual, I respect every one of you guys. I always respect my brother, man. And yes, he's going to be officially a godfather, man. He's super stoked and excited about it. But as usual, always love, guys. I absolutely love the fan base, and I love your guys' respect up for here, because I love doing this all the time. Whether every matchup, no matter what, we may be on opposite sides as division rivals, but together when we do these collaborations, we always keep it respectful. We keep it logical. We never talk casual. We might have fun a little here and there, but it's all about matters of business, guys. So I really appreciate all of you guys.
I'm going to throw you backstage, and I'm going to end this. Appreciate you, brother. All right. So there you guys have it. I know it was a bit of a surprise. As long as we've been on for almost 2 hours. We got through the presser, gave you the latest injury news going into this Monday night matchup. And again, I'll break it down to you guys again real quick. Landon Roberts will be available. Brock is available. JPJ is out with a concussion. Alex Kappa will be starting at the right guard position for our Raiders this coming Monday night. We will be live this coming Monday night. Kickoff, I believe, is at 10 o'clock. So we will be on around 9:30 Eastern time, 6:30 Pacific time, getting you guys right and ready ahead of the game. Again, I will give you guys my final prediction before kickoff. On your way out, if you haven't already, where is it? Break them thumbs. Hammer that sub, smash the bell to stay up to date with all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions in the house at Hammer, built by the nation for the nation. Raider Nation News Today. Continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID or not, you should always remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die. Till next time, y'all. Stay committed to excellence. Of course, as always, on my New York shh. And yeah, there's that part too.
And when I leave, come together like butt cheeks.
We outro, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.